Hey everybody. So it's a long time. Uh, so I mean coming for this particular live session is one of the request that is how the interviews currently been happening in different IT industries. I thought to throw some light on that area. Uh, but why I'm not coming on live is having one very basic reason. That's it. Like I'm not getting kind of requests, queries on which I can come and then try to solve that, try to discuss on that particular topic. So what I will request you guys, see, I don't, until I don't have the topics to come and then talk, it's very hard for me to visualize what different kind of content I need to pick and then talk. We never know what kind of is a burning issues with somebody is having some queries related to that. That's what you know so what I will request, please post your queries, and then definitely I will come live and then try to solve all them. Okay. uh, uh, you should understand, I mean, this is the educational channel. Anyhow, this is not reaching to the people like it reach any kind of entertainment channels and the news channels. So that's another problem. But altogether, I will request you guys to keep on pushing your queries to the channel, and then we will always meet Saturday Sundays, in your available time, and then we'll together solve your queries and problems. Okay. uh, so today's is very important. I mean, I try to respond on that query that I noticed it was being shared by one of the BA aspirant. Is about what kind of interviews pattern, the BA interviews pattern is happening in the current IT industries. Okay. So he was curious to know about whether the reasonings and aptitude test been happening, and then they need to give that round of interview with aptitude test, written test, right? So yes, many of the companies, uh, I personally has given in my past with Accenture, even though that was not for fresher. I was experienced that time. It's also they have, although they have taken up that round of aptitude and reasoning, and then sum total is the organization where I have given that aptitude test. I was having 4, 5, 6 years experience that time, even though I have given that aptitude test. So I mean, since we are the people coming from the science background, mathematics is our blood. So these reasoning questions, no need to fear about. These are generic reasoning questions. The image pattern, right? You see, right? Image pattern kind of thing. Some of the the series, number series, they will find out which number will come in next. You need to find out the pattern and then uh, guess that which number will come. So it's a very generic reasoning aptitude questions they test. That's the first round. They And then nowadays, not only that reasoning and aptitude, some of the organization they check your thinking capability test. There is some test name, I'm forgetting the exact name, but it basically throws some list of questions based on your wisdom, based on your thinking, and then it will be repetitive coming on alternate pages. When it's an online exam, I have also conducted and participated in that exam, one of the customer interview. Basically they want to understand whether you have a minimum common sense that they are going to hire, right? So minimum common sense is not like nobody can teach you, right, the common sense thing. So it's generally come with your, when you grow, when you you know meet in the world, different people, you basically your education system, your family, and then you grow up that common sense factor, right? It's not something in a school or somebody will teach you, right? That's what they would like to evaluate from the candidate, whether this candidate is having minimum that common sense or not, the decision thinking power or not, so that when they will onboard you in their organization on a real time challenges, you should be able to think by yourself rather than waiting somebody will be giving a guidance on you. So that's the minimum. That's kind of testing also happen, a test happen with some of the candidates. Not every organization is doing that, but yes, some organizations are doing that. So especially when you're a fresher, I will divide this into two categories. First is the fresher candidates who are just pass out from their graduation, and they want to, they are basically trying to get hired in an organization. So IT service based company or product based company, they have their own interview patterns, phases, but mostly for freshers, they conduct this kind of reasoning aptitude tests to evaluate your basic calculation thinking, so that you can, it's like example, like image pattern. So it will be using your brain, okay, quickly, this is the pattern, like a square, circle, triangle, and then next image something, like you will be able to identify the pattern. So that kind of minimum test they will conduct, and then when you be passing that exam, first round of that written test exam, then they will go with you real interview, technical interviews and all that. So they will ask, if you are from the, I mean, the IT CS background and all that, they will ask question from coding. But as you said, like you, if you're not aware about the coding, you are not willing to go into the coding area, then they will ask you a common understanding about operating systems, the different technologies being used in current days. I know. So these kind of basic questions they will ask, but they will be more focusing on your graduation time, the project you have handled, that might you have done during your third year or fourth year of a BTech, or within, if it is MCA, you must be doing that also in your final terms, right? So I mean, basic, most of the time the interviewer will going to spend on your project. So they will understand, okay, what was your contribution, what kind of line of actions or efforts you have made to win that project, to meet that project, to develop that project, right? So that's the interview. I mean, first they will conduct the aptitude test for you, to shortlist, like example, right? It's, there are 10 positions, might be over 100 candidates are applying, or if they are doing the online campus selections, right? They are visiting to the campus, and they are conducting this exam. So all ITC, sometimes electrical background branch candidates also come for that interview and all that, they want to participate. So they want to filter the right candidates, which is have the candidates which is having more common sense decision making things, some logical understanding how to solve a problem. They filter that, and then they go with the technical interviews and all that. Hey Sumit, hey Shues, thanks for joining. Sumit, question: how to write business rules in user stories? In user stories, where I have not seen business rules, no, there is no such information section where we keep business rules. Okay, see, business cases are there, business requirements are there. Based on that business requirement, you create the user stories, and then in your user stories there are acceptance criteria. In the acceptance criteria you can define all that logical rules that you're calling business rules. There you can define in the acceptance criteria. So you will say like, oh, there is a field, first name, last name, email address. So you can define that business rule, or a rule for that field to validate is, it should be minimum 3 characters and max 10 character length. And then it should be accepting alphanumeric values in that field. It should not be more than 30 10 characters or 30 characters, whatever the size you want to give, right? It should be n varchar. I mean, it should be multilingual field. Okay. It should be any special character is allowed that you want to highlight. You could do all these things, you need to mention in the acceptance criteria. So there is no separate field for business rules, but the business rules is always associated with your functionality. So when you are defining the acceptance criteria for that user story which you have written for a functionality of your application, in the acceptance criteria you can define all that rules. Example, on submit of a form, it should go for approval for to role 1. Okay, that's the rule you can define in your acceptance criteria. Okay. So acceptance criteria is the place where you define all the validation criterias, success metrics, success parameters, plus business rules. Okay, I hope I have answered. Further you can again ping me, Sumit. Okay. Hey सुरेश, थैंक्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग. एप्टीट्यूड पूछते हैं क्या इंटरव्यू में? हाँ. सो यही मैं बात कर रहा था, सिंस आई started this live session. Some of the organizations are asking, irrespective of fresher or experienced, they have that way of interviews, the sequence of interviews they conduct, the way they conduct. So first round is the aptitude reasoning questions, and it could be in person, so you need to visit to that organization and to participate in that. Or if it is a online, or what do you call, campus selection process, so company visits to the campus, and there they conduct this aptitude reasoning. So basically the main idea for aptitude reasoning test is to filter down some of the candidates, the candidates who doesn't have any common sense, any logical braining, any logical decisions they can take, and they cannot identify the pattern, right, image pattern or number sequence pattern. It means they are not having the minimum wisdom with them, so that cannot be performing optimum when they hire into the organization, right? Because in any kind of the, not only the coding, but any role, right, requires a minimum wisdom, minimum way to pick up the task and perform the action. So that requires some kind of a minimum common sense, some logical thinking. You should be decision making. So those kind of things required. That's why they conduct this. Okay. Later, the main thing is the technical interview, where they will ask your project related questions, what you which you have done in your graduation, BTech or MCA or BCA, right? Whatever the education you have, BSc, IT, whatever. Yeah, they will ask more detail in that. So you need to be prepared so much, so confident in that area. When this question is asked, you should be able to explain bit in a logical way, not I mean, when you're explaining your project, or responding any answer to the question interviewer ask, you should be putting the things in the right pattern, right sequence, in a very confident and clear way, so that interviewer will understand, boss, this candidate really has work on that whatever he's saying. Otherwise, even though you have worked, but you are not so confident in during the interview, not able to explain it properly, the interviewer get the kind of sense, or he will not be having that confident. Oh, I mean, I don't think so he has really worked on personally on that. He might have read something from Google or something, and he's trying to put framing whether he has done that work, right, he or she. That's very important when you go for that kind of interviews. So Suresh, what I will suggest you, be ready for that kind of challenge. If any company is demanding for such round of interview to have aptitude reasoning test, some and not psychometric test, something, yeah, that's coming in my mind now. Psychometric test, what is that? Psychometric test. Psychometric test. Psychometric. Yeah, yeah, psychometric test. You know, so this is the another exam they conduct. Some of the companies conduct during the interview. I just pasted that name in the chat. Okay. Hey Harsh, thanks for joining. Hello. So aptitude reasoning is one of the thing. Psychometric test is one of the test. Some of the companies like EPM, PwC company, and then the top five, the big five companies. Sometimes they conduct that round of interview. Irrespective of you are fresher or experienced, because personally I have given, when I was like 6 or 8 years of experience, that time even I have given these two type of tests. you know and then it's all, you can google it, and then you can find what is this type, what kind of questions generally, you got some sample. So it will basically see a whole idea for that organization to evaluate what, like candidate, the candidate they would like to pursue further rounds, only the candidates who's having some minimum common sense, minimum decision making, minimum pattern identification, and they can be able to tell the next pattern or something. And whatever they are telling about themselves or about any topic, they are precise to that, they are confident to that while they are giving action. Because in psychometric test, you will be seeing the same question after 10 question, after 8 question, again you will see the first question. So they will repeat the same questions again and again to identify whether you have given that answer first time for that question by thinking something, by logical thinking, or you just given something randomly, which you will be, they will easily identify when you will be answering the same question on next page. If you have not given the same answer which you have given earlier, because it's the same question. So whatever the thought process you put while answering that first time that question, you should be concluding the second time also same thing, because you are the same person, you are, it's not another person. So same question might be answering different by different persons, but if the same person, it should be precise, it should be confident, and should be same, because it's coming after a lot of thought process you put. It's not like coming randomly, right? So that kind of things, they try to evaluate. And of course I told you, like in the reasoning and aptitude, what they will identify your mathematical analytic skills, your thought process, how you're trying to solve, how you're mostly this number series question, pattern, image pattern question, these kind of things comes. So be ready. What I will suggest you, Shu, is be ready for that challenges, that kind of interviews rounds. Any organization, mostly the some mid-level and higher top level organization, IT organizations, they ask, irrespective of the, I mean, the experience and all that. I will take you example. The service based companies, take example, if a TCS. So TCS definitely going with aptitude reasoning and this psychometric test for when they are interviewing freshers or 2 or 3 years experience. When you go for 10 plus years experience, 12 year, 15 years experience, at least I have not faced that round. you know I have not faced that round. So I was being offered, and then later, it happened only 2 rounds in that, and then one technical and one managerial round, and then this HR round. That's it. There is no reasoning or something. So it depends the company in which level of what level of role they are evaluating, and it's basically their choice. So you should be ready for that. You should be practicing some of the reasoning. There are a lot of online Sakuntala Devi, we don't need to go that way actually. Any state level engineering exam preparation aptitude books comes, right, that you can, or online you can basically try. Online, lot of options are there. Okay, so be ready, Shues. Okay. Harsh, your question, how to get more interview calls as a business analyst. Nice. What I will suggest you guys, see, business analyst, I think if you have gone through my previous videos, I have explained many times. Uh, Business analyst is the core base, what do you call, skill sets, right, for a functional role, any functional role. When I say functional role, the pre-sales executives also are the functional people. They meet to client, they try to win that project by demonstrating that whatever the application or product they have. Okay, but business analyst, the role is day by day is limiting in terms of, because people are on the agile side. People are on the agile side, is could be essential safe model or portfolio safe model. In both models, these are agile only. Something change, I have explained that also in my previous videos. Go and watch that, what is safe and what is essential safe. But I will suggest you guys to have a quick win to jump on the product owner roles. The product owner roles and business analysts are same. Only the change is the companies who are running their projects in agile methodology, they will circulate, or they want to hire a candidate from as a PO role, not as a business analyst. Business analyst role, uh, the some of the organizations like even the TCS, Wipro, some of the product based companies who are basically executing the some government projects, where the waterfall model is there for project execution. So business analysts better get engaged with the client, understand the requirement, create FRS, BRD, SRS, these things, right? You understand, right? So, but nowadays it's not happening. There are very less companies who are still working and executing their project in the waterfall model. People, maximum the companies are on the agile, because that's it's a benefit, right, for them. It's you can, you should no need to wait for the end of the project to realize that what the product is, right? So, and then anytime the customer can change the requirement, they can give a new requirement. So that kind of flexibility, very basic flexibility that is having an agile, it's not in the waterfall model. Okay, that's where I will request you guys to go through my previous videos where I have explained the PO related, the agile scrum. I've explained you probably everything actually. If you go through and learn, you will understand everything. What are the user stories, how to create user stories, what are the what is definition of ready, definition of done, definition of release, user story, how to create, how to sizing, effort sizing, difference between scaled agile, portfolio safe model, what is epic, everything I have explained you. Day to day activities of a PO in a business, in an IT project, everything I have explained. Okay, so Harsh, and I will request Shuesh and Sumit, if you are there, whoever is listening this video or who will be later watching this video, I will request you guys to make a quick win by moving your role as a product owner. The product owner role is very similar the skill sets of business analyst. So business analyst is the base. Until you don't have that basic skills, you definitely cannot be a product owner, because it requires UML skills capabilities, it require documentation capabilities. So in business analysis you will be documenting BRD, FRS, SRS, all that. But in product, as a product owner, you will be drafting the user story. So user story pattern is different, but writing skills, getting me? In SRS also you will be putting that acceptance criteria, right? You will detailing out what the expected system. So that nature of writing that content for your requirement, that always comes from the baseline. So business analysis is a base. If you have learned all these skills for a business analyst, well and good. If you haven't, brush up that, get onto the up skill to that level, and then learn in addition to that business knowledge the product owner skills, the agile ceremonies which I have explained in various videos. Please go and watch. Day-to-day activities of a PO, what are the team it works, the PO works, product owner works with, what are the sprint ceremonies, what are the sprint planning, sprint backlog, user stories, epics, task breaking estimations. Everything I have explained. Go and understand. If you guys feel you need one more session on that, I will definitely give you. It's not the problem. Okay, you just need to ping me. If I have 2 3 people are waiting for that session, definitely I will give that session again, irrespective. I have already explained many times. Okay. So so that's the quick win, I will say, guys, to try and adopt that product owner role. And that is very easy, migrating from business analyst to product owner. See, I'm not asking you to forget everything about business analyst, because it is being used in the product owner. And some organization still exist who hire business analyst role. So you need to be ready for that positions as well. But many organization, many startups, many tech giants, they all have been moved to the agile scrum. So you should be ready to acquire and get again opportunity for these two different positions, business analyst and product owner. Okay. Suesh, what's the question? So which topics I should focus more? Like I saw on YouTube, they show many of the topics I confuse. Suesh, I still topics I didn't understand. Okay, let me frame, and then meanwhile you can ping your question again, rephrase your question again, so that I can try to answer it more clearly. So topics in the sense reasoning, what I told you, right? See, in interview, okay, let me again come up. Okay, see, if you are a fresher, you're going to be go for an interview of a business analyst or product owner position in a IT industry. They might conduct a written aptitude test, aptitude and reasoning test. So you will might be visiting to that customer place, the company, and then you will be writing that exam. The image pattern, number sequencing, some of the generic questions, right? Not They don't ask general knowledge questions. No, never. And neither that English test and all that. It's all purely aptitude and reasoning test, mathematical things. Okay. And then there might be psychometric test. So that also sometimes they conduct after reasoning, they conduct, or sometimes either of the tests they conduct, not both. So you need to figure it out. Some of the Google, if you go sample psychometric tests sample, there is a there will be a website. You will be basically, I just got, I just got on Google, when I type that psychometric test, 100, it's saying Udemy is coming up, and then uh, aptitude test, let me see if I can give you free tests. It is asking, yeah, it is asking for sign up, leave it. But uh, there could be lot of, actually, 16 free practice aptitude tests. Okay, take free tests: verbal reasoning, numeric reasoning. See, this is, I'm just pinging here. Okay. So what's your question? Yeah, Suez, I'm applying off campus, not in campus. Yes, absolutely fine. I mean, it applicable both places. It's irrespective. That's what I said. I personally has given this round of tests, both kind of tests. Even though I was having a 6 or 8 years of experience, that time even I have been part of this kind of reasoning tests. and psychometric test. So you should be ready for that, and it doesn't require any specific practice and all that preparation. But yes, some if you are little bit confident, little bit good in the mathematics, you will be able to achieve that. If you don't, basically you can browse on Google. There are a lot of options to do get those kind of questions and sample, and then you can prepare yourself. Okay, but the immediate next step, that's important. First thing is aptitude and psychometric. Next part is the your technical round, where they will ask, since you are a fresher, so they will not ask you about any work experience related past project, but they will ask you the project which you have handled or done in your graduation. When I say graduation, it's your BTech, it's your MC or BCA or BSc IT, whatever the education you have done, you should be explaining that project which you have done. What was your role? Suppose you have developed one application, so what was your role? What role you have played in that? How you have discussed these requirement with your colleague? What contribution you made that? Suppose you can say, I have come up with, I have researched on Google for that application, and then I have come up with the requirement. I created a sample requirement document. I googled that some standard format of the BRD, and I taken that as a sample, and I converted that requirement into that BRD format. You can say that, okay, into the interview. And then they will ask, I mean, they may ask like your capabilities, your skill sets, like you have any coding knowledge or not, you can write code in a C sharp or not, even though you're going for business analyst or product owner roles. But they may ask, so you can say, I mean, I don't have that skills, but I understand because that was part of my academics, so I understand, but I'm not the coding fan, something you can say that. Okay. And SQL is something that is again been very highlighted area. So SQL, you can little bit practice a very simple queries like select query, insert queries, delete query, join queries. If you practice for these four type of queries, that's all, that's enough. That's enough for your business analyst role or product owner role across the organizations, across the any level of experience. More than that, you should not be doing that. Anything that require more than that, it will be done by their DBA or developer, not by a business analyst or product owner. So select query, insert query, delete query, update query, and the join query. These things you please keep brushing up. Okay, so you can watch videos, you can Google it, you can definitely be getting some hands on that. So interviewer may ask, okay, write a query, select query for to, they will give you some sample example, then you will ask, okay, find the number of find the people from this people name from the from my team who are having a salary more than 50K. So you need to write that select query with the condition where the salary is greater than equals to 50K. So that kind of a query you need to give back in the interview when they ask. So basic questions related to the SQL queries, please prepare. That's again very supporting skill sets that will make you win in the interview. Okay, so offline campus, I will request you guys to and suggest you please apply through Naukri and LinkedIn. And I have not seen any good response from Glassdoor, but Naukri and this one, LinkedIn, definitely is going to help you. Definitely, I can bet you. No need to take a license thing, it's free of cost. You just need to prepare a good resume and then keep on updating and keep on applying. You should be applying, at least spending at least 1 to 2 hours day to day basis, daily basis on these two platforms, searching and applying the jobs. You will get definitely a job soon. Okay, so what I will do is, I will be waiting for you guys to put me more questions, more queries, any topic that you want to discuss, anything that is obstructing you to get into the job, or you are in the job but something is some problems you are facing as a business analyst or product owner role. I can help you there as well to overcome from that situation. Okay, so ping me your questions. We will come. If anything urgent I see, I can come live on the working day as well, late evenings, India time. Okay, so that everybody will be available and then can join. Okay, but I will be definitely coming up every Saturday. But only the thing is, I should be having the questions ready to answer. I cannot visualize which topic I need to be talking, which will be targeting some kind of people pain points, right? I will not be able to visualize that, because whatever I was thinking at the basic level, I have already created lot many videos, for you guys only. So you can go through them. Any question this is not been satisfied by that video, you can come up and then we can again, discuss over this kind of channel. Okay. Thanks, Harsh. Yeah, thank you very much. So I will request you guys keep watching that videos, past videos which I have created. You will be definitely, I can bet, full product owner skill sets you will be getting by watching that video only. Okay, and then keep on applying business analyst and product owner both roles, so that it will be giving a more chance for you to onboard in our organization. Okay. What type of questions they ask as a fresher? I told you, right? Just, I mean, in your academic project related question, your SQL query related question they ask. They basically, you see, you are not an experienced person. You are a fresher, so they will be evaluating based on your academics. And in your academic, if you are from ITCS background, it's the C, C++, Java. These are the subjects also there. So they may ask some basic questions from there, but you can say always, I'm not interested in that area. I have a very less information or knowledge on that coding side. But yes, I am eager to work in as a business analyst, a product owner, to help to develop a product application, which I have done in my academic projects also. तो एकेडमिक प्रोजेक्ट्स में हमको ऐसा बताना है कि you already played a role of a business analyst there, because you have already collected that requirement by doing some market research. There was nobody to tell you, right? So here in IT industry, client tells you what product they are looking for, what application they are looking for. But in your academics, you yourself visualizing what kind of projects I need to prepare, I need to build for my academics. So you played a role of a business analyst there by market research. You identified some good topic for your application, and then you have documented that requirement. You have discussed with your colleague who is a developer, who has developed this application, and you as a business analyst or product owner, you have validated, you have tested that application also as a functional testing, not automation, functional testing. So these kind of, and then SQL query, definitely they will ask you select query, join query, update, insert, delete. These queries definitely they will ask you as a fresher. Okay. Hope, Shuesh, I tried to answer your question. Okay. Prepare in these areas, and definitely the first level is interviews, the aptitude reasoning. So prepare well, so that out of 100, if candidates are participating, they will filter 20 candidates. You should be in the first 20 candidates, because 80 candidates will be filtered down in the aptitude reasoning only. It's based on the score only. They will top, they will putting the descending order. Whoever has top gain the most score, they will be from there top 20 they will take, rest of go away. That's how the filtration happen. How can improve my soft skills? Yes, this is very important, Shues. You should be talking to your colleagues, your friends, and watching English channels, English movies, English YouTube channels, so that you will be getting that foreign accents, US, Australian, or European accents. And then work on your vocabulary, so that you will be having a lot of words while you talk, and you can use them, right? So this is all practice. I am also from the Hindi medium. I'm telling you, UP board, उत्तर प्रदेश माध्यमिक शिक्षा परिषद. ओके, वो हमारे इंटरमीडिएट में एक था घर्षण. हम लोग घर्षण पढ़े थे, घर्षण कि सड़क पे वाहन चलते हैं तो वो घर्षण होता है, टायर घिसते हैं. When I went into BTech, uh, in first semester that was physics. There also a physics book, physics chapter. We found that friction, when teacher was taking the classes, he was talking friction. I was saying, what is friction? Later I realized, okay, friction is nothing but the gharshan, which I've already studied in my intermediate. So this is all about practice, and then realization, the need of that, the urgency of that. Then you will put your actual correct efforts to improve that your communication skills. Okay, if you're not having such friends around you who can talk you in English, they can help you to improve in your communication. Join English coaching, something English teaching coaching, right? Some, I think we, every city is having that kind of coaching. Join that, because you will get the right environment there. You will be getting the people around you in that coaching batch, so all people are keen to learn that English language, and then definitely teacher will be helping. Teacher will be giving you a chance to talk on a topic, a particular day-to-day basis, and talk in English as a speaker. You will be getting the confidence there, and then your colleagues will be there 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever the time you're going to spend there. You will be talking to them in English, what correct or wrong. They will laugh, it doesn't matter. It's your thing that you have to come up and overcome from your situation. You have to be in good in communication. You should not think over like who is laughing on my, and then it's basically, you should not worry about that. Okay, ultimately when you will be confident, when you will be speaking English good, these people only will appreciate you back. Okay, and then when you talk to the customer care and all, they talk to you in English, irrespective whether she is able or he is able to understand you or not, doesn't matter. You need to just pull these things in your day-to-day life. Okay, and watch the English channels, YouTube channels, and then English Hollywood movies and all that. That will also a good thing for to understand the foreign accents. Because as a business analyst and product owner, you will be handling the overseas clients, right? Overseas clients may belongs to all these regions, and then everybody is having their own accents, so it's very difficult sometimes. Okay, so but again, it's all based on the practice, the environment you will be in, the your surroundings, and your motivation, your need, that will make you perfect in the communication. So keep on day-to-day basis, try to talk everybody in that way, in English only. Right or wrong is later thing, first you should start. Okay, and then join a English teaching classes, something that will definitely going to help you. Okay, and that is very important, Suez. I mean, as a business analyst or product owner, is very important, because you will be talking to the client. You, until you don't able to convey your thought back to the customer, or you're not able to understand what customer is saying, what the requirement you will be capturing. That's the very first thing, right? Requirement gathering. There all the journey starts of any software development, and that is responsible to done by the business analyst or product owner. If you don't know the good communication, if you don't have the good communication skills, it's all going to fail. Okay, so please do that. Bring that into day-to-day life. Start talking in English with all your nearby people, your family, your friends, your sister, brother, everybody. Okay, so guys, ping me your questions so that we can meet soon. Based on that questions, I can come up, and then keep on watching my previous uploaded videos. That will definitely give you a good understanding on the product owner and business analyst skill sets. Okay. Okay, guys. So I think, yeah, done for today. I have some other work actually to do. Weekends. We all accumulate all work for the weekend. So I have to do some household things. So we'll meet soon, guys. Please ping me your queries and questions so that we can meet on the topic. Okay. Thank you, guys. Keep learning, keep growing, guys, and then all the very best for your selections, and then get on board a new company as soon as possible, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.